Hey Ma, mind if I ask you a question?
Sure.
What do you do when you feel like you're unimportant or that you're wasting your life away?
Well, I would say you pray about it and maybe talk to a close friend and just to get their perspective. And then start writing down things that you want to do and start working towards some new goals.
What if you don't know what you want to do though?
Well, you have to take some self-evaluation and just still think about, things that you want to do.
How do we do a self-evaluation?
Think about your gifts, your talents, your interests, things you've already done, and put them together, and then try to formulate a plan to execute some new ideas. You might want to start a business or whatever.
I don't know what I'm gifted in though. I don't know what I'm good at. I don't know who I am as a person.
Well, you have to really do some introspection, some self-reflection. And again, I would tell you to, pray about it and to, get guidance. And, just start with, believing in yourself and believing in the gifts that the Lord's given you. You just pray about it and ask Him to show you and guide you toward the gifts that you've been blessed with.
How do we pray?
Well, you ask the Heavenly Father to please, show me who I am in you, and help me to identify the gifts and talents that you've given me, and let me return them to you to bring you glory. Does that help?
I think so.
Asking all them questions.
I just feel like even though I'm at a young state, I feel like there's nothing left for me to really do. Like I graduated college, right? But I feel like my degree is worth nothing. I have a job that I don't like, and I don't know what else there is to do. Like I don't have the time or the money to start over. Am I just stuck here forever?
No.
Do I give up?
No, you don't give up, and no, you're not stuck. You have more years ahead of you than you do, behind you. And so you've got to. I know there's other things that that interest you, and so you want to, be able to think about those things. Think about how you can impact someone else's life, how you can help someone else. Think about a hobby or something you'd like to, enhance or further, to make, a further, to help encourage someone else. So I would say, you need to be a self-motivator, a self-encourager, and not think about, for example, the degree that you feel, is worthless. It isn't. It's based off of choices that we make. So I would say to you to think about tangible, logical things that you can do that are achievable goals that make sense, and start working toward those. You can always regroup, rebuild, restart, refresh, and start a new path, a new career. There's plenty of things that you can do.
Isn't it hard to start over though?
It depends. It depends on the type of goal a person is trying to achieve. If it's to sell the 7 C's, you know what I'm saying? Within a year, that's kind of and that's just an example. It's far-reaching. if that's somebody's goal, then start researching those 7 C's and start saving up and finding out how to but if it's something that you can, little small steps that you can make to move forward, it doesn't have to be hard to start over again. It's all depends on your mindset. You have people of different ages that have gone through a lot of things, and they're able to start all over again. I know people that are close to 70 and they've started all over again with a brand new job, and they're making it work. It's your mindset, it's how you think that helps you successfully. You have to be around positive people who are doing things. Sometimes it helps to be around people who have more than you, that know more than you, that aren't gonna try to thwart your goals or try to discourage you from, and you can't do that, and telling you that doesn't make sense. I mean, it might not make sense to them, but I don't think it's too hard, because starting all over again is better than not starting at all or not doing anything. It's hard if you make it hard.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't know why I feel like at 20 something years old, it feels like it's too late. Like, I feel like I should have done something better by now.
I don't know. Let's take acting for an example.
Yeah. Like, I thought that I wanted to do that, but maybe I feel like I just don't have the right drive or the motivation to actually go search those jobs out, to like find management or acting jobs. And sometimes finding jobs costs money, which I don't have.
Well,
I also don't have the time to do it either.
Well, you have to carve that time out. I would say reserve your time through the weekdays and make say for example a Saturday, focus that whole day on maybe making connections, sending out emails, sending out headshots, and just make it a project on Saturday, so that way when the weekdays do come, the person who's receiving it, they'll they can take a look at what you've sent and do an evaluation of that there. But in my own research, I have found that quite a few actors and actresses, black, white, and otherwise, didn't get their career started until their late 20s, early 30s, and some 40s, and they're well known. I'd have to
I think Viola Davis and Samuel Jackson are two of them
that got started late.
Yeah. And
their names are big now. You know what I'm saying? They resonate with everybody because everybody knows who they are. So it's the timing. It might not. And then when you look at those people, and what I'm about to say is unfortunate, but there are a lot of actors that started as children, and a lot of them are dead now, or a lot of them are washed up, or a lot of them, they've committed suicide, or the Hollywood doesn't want them anymore because they lost that childhood cuteness, or they were stuck in a role that doesn't expand their talents. Like the guy that played, well, I won't name names, but there's some characters that are very well known, and it's like they get typecast. That's the phrase I'm looking for. And that they can only be that quirky person, or that only played the butler or the maid or the or some typecast role like that. And for a lot of actors, that's all they could get. You know what I mean? Back in the day.
Yeah.
But I mean, other people have different perspectives about it. What you can't see, other people can see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. So if you say, for example, you don't have the time or the resources, if you could set, and this is hypothetical, if someone can set, for example, a credit card aside just to pay for their gas, or just to pay for groceries, or just to pay for car repairs, then they can set aside a credit card for, or it don't have to be a credit card, but the funds aside to start the process of, headshots. Do you know someone who is a photographer, for example? Do they give friends and family discounts? Do they may know someone in the industry. They may, know how to get you out there. So, if you have those type of connections, start using, write down the people that you know that do that type of work. Start looking in, when you look at movies, I do this, and this is not my goal, but to be in the entertainment industry, and it's okay. But for example, at the end of some movies, I look for the casting director's name or the talent agency, the hiring management for the talent, the actors, actresses, or whatever. I do look at that. If you look at magazines, for example, they have the photographer's name. They might give you the singular name or the first name of the model and who the model management is. And so you can look at those as examples of how to, contact people in the industry. Pinpoint. Don't go with just, a fly by night. Always make sure that it's a big name or someone that's, if it's local, make sure that they have a good reputation in the region that you live in. For people who say want to be a fit model, find those connections, on the websites and see what people are looking for. Don't, people shouldn't try to fit in a mold that they know they won't get into. If you're a tall person, it might not be such an issue to get into modeling, but if you're petite, then that's what you want to focus on. You want to look at the petite model divisions of major talent agencies, and stuff like that. So a lot of people were discovered for that type of work, just walking down the street, or just doing different, ordinary things without even really putting themselves out there. They were discovered. So, it's not hard to start over. You could even develop your own talent. You know what I'm saying? Just think outside, as people say, the box, and start being what it is you want to be before you before other life events happen. You want to make sure stuff like that. You want to I would say, I think the biggest thing is to write down the goals, to get them out of your head, to look at them, and then kind of eliminate the pros and cons of it, eliminate
Oliver, do you mind, please? Thank you.
I'm sure you're gonna have to edit. But,
Sorry, continue.
Write down your goals and start saying, okay, this one is a 6 months goal. This one is a 2-year goal. This one is a 5-year goal. If people make goals to go on cruises, you can make goals to do other things. You know what I'm saying? It's where you put your perspective. It's where you put your time and energy into a thing. People that want to start businesses, crafty businesses, need to write a business plan down and find out how to get that information and training if you can, for free. YouTube offers lots of videos on how to get into the modeling industry, and you have to even narrow those down, for an example, and only listen to the reputable people, not people just trying to get subscriptions and likes and stuff like that. Somebody who's really going to give you, the nitty gritty, and be bold enough to send your pictures in, pay the money for the prints, start building a portfolio, use pictures that you've taken of yourself in the past to show your. This is all examples and hypotheticals. Pictures of you as of a person when they're younger and leading up to. Look at the versatility of yourself and build, a portfolio. It doesn't matter how long ago it was. Just at least for yourself, and then start separating and build a resume of any experience that as it relates to that particular field or industry, whether it's electrical engineering, accounting, whether it's experience, teaching somebody another language or whatever. I would just say build that, start building it. Get a binder, go to Hobby Lobby or someplace, Walmart, someplace that you can find a nice photo album that's sturdy, and then start getting pictures you have and getting them developed on the paper so that people can see the progression of, oh, this is the eye look. You can, body part modeling, for an example, if that's a thing. I mean, it is a thing, but I'm saying they pay $150, or more for an eye. I wish I, had an appealing eye or some sort of, or feet that were pretty or whatever, and it's hand modeling and stuff like that. That's the place to start.
Yeah. So basically, we just do it anyways, no matter what it is. Okay.
And if it's not for you, you won't get those hits. You won't get. You'll know through that prayer and asking for guidance and wisdom, and somebody that's not very critical. Yeah. But that's gonna tell you the truth. You don't want somebody to lie and say, "Hey, you can you're great at this," or they're lying, or they're saying you can't do that.
Thank you, Mama. That's good advice.
Good. I'm glad.
All right, Oliver, we're here at the park, so we're gonna cut this video off and we're gonna take you outside. You ready? All right, let's go.